We have a few verses today here for our communion meditation. Let's turn to 1 Peter 2, 21 through 25 I'll read. The main thing is, Christ, this is what it's labeled, Christ is our example. And do we believe that? That Christ, He laid His life down for all of us. But let's read this. For you have been called for this purpose, since Christ also suffered for you, leaving you an example for you to follow in His steps. Jesus, who committed no sin, nor was any deceit found in His mouth. After being reviled, He did not revile in return. While suffering, He uttered no threats, but He kept entrusting Himself to Him who judges righteously. And He Himself bore our sins in His body on that cross, so that we might die to sin and live to righteousness, for by His wounds we were healed. For you were continually straying like sheep, but now you have returned to the shepherd and guardian of your souls. So today with this communion meal is a good day to get started over. Remember the price that Jesus paid for us. And as I was been thinking about this, the examples that Jesus always left us, of course He loved us. There was a few examples here. He was reviled, said nothing. He was beat on, spit on, and He went to the cross like He was supposed to do. He was obedient. And I always wondered, did Jesus, did He fear death? There's a couple meanings of the word fear. If we, a lot of times we'll say that, maybe we fear this or fear that, but I want to know, did Jesus have reverent fear of God? Because in Matthew 10:28, Jesus is speaking here, and it says, John talked about this in Sunday school this morning, do not fear those who kill the body but are unable to kill the soul. But Jesus says, but rather fear Him who is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. So I've got some two definitions of fear. Fear can be caused by intimidation of the adversary. We know our adversary is the devil, so he wants to fill our minds with all this fear.